Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a kind of different fun video to share with you. I have done a top Netflix Project Pan video back in the day. I'll leave that down below of current shows I was watching from Netflix. But today I want to share with you some good TV shows I recommend you guys check out during this time period of life when we all have some extra free time that we may want to binge certain TV shows. So I wanted to share with you some TV shows I have watched in the past and I may be rewatching, who knows, during this time. These are kind of all out of order. I don't have favorites or things like that. I just kind of looked at my Netflix, seeing what I have previously watched and what I would highly recommend you guys watch. What I'm watching currently that I may not have screenshot is I am watching Tiger King. I know. It was one of those things I was thinking I'm not going to watch, but what's really interesting to me, I thought it was all about this Carol Baskin killing her husband, and that's what that was about, but that was one episode. It is not about that. So if you're thinking it was like that, like me, that's not what it is. And then the preview Netflix had for Tiger King was making it look very Honey Boo Boo trash kind of stuff. No offense for anyone who loves Honey Boo Boo, but I'm not into that kind of stuff. So I was very turned off against it, but I was so bored, I just kind of put on one episode. What interested me is the one that's in Myrtle Beach. I have grown up around there. I didn't grow up in Myrtle Beach, but every summer we would go, so I knew exactly what the safari was. I know that there's that location in Barefoot Landing where you can take pictures with the baby tigers and all that kind of stuff, so that has intrigued me and why I'm watching that show. Other show I'm watching is Lock and Key. That is kind of like a sci-fi mystical fantasy kind of show as well, where there's keys and they all do different things in this house and the children find it kind of like mystery, horror, scary. I don't know, it's so good. Check it out if you have not already. I'm not done with it, so don't spoil anything. That's something me and Isaac watch together. You can't watch it or binge it all together because we only can watch it at nights once Jackson's asleep, but I enjoy that show. Then the other thing is Zumbo's Just Desserts. It's a baking competition, and they are so much better than what you see on Food Network and stuff like that. They do a whole lot more different unique things. Their desserts look amazing, in the way they build it and the way it probably tastes. I mean, I can't taste it through the screen, but those are the shows I am currently watching on Netflix. But the other shows I recommend you guys is Love is Blind. If you haven't seen or heard about Love is Blind, it is a reality TV show that has come out. When did it come out? In February, I think, and they were releasing one episode each week. Me and Isaac were hooked on it. It is a love dating kind of thing, but it's not Bachelor, Bachelorette-ish. It's kind of Real World-ish. That's the best I can say. Real World, and then so they're all boys are in one house, girls are in the other, and they're dating through a wall. You can't see each other. The whole thing is you fall in love with the personality, voice, that kind of stuff, and then they get married. And some people get married, some people don't. I don't want to spoil it, but it's such a good show if you're wanting a reality TV that's good. Another one is The Circle. It is social media, and they all go into their different apartments and stuff, and then they can create their own social media profiles, and basically the goal is to get people to like you and kind of promote your status. And there are catfish people who say that they're boys and they're girls, say that they're girls and they're boys, or they don't look like themselves, or things like that. So it's just really interesting sociology behind that, and just in general social media and what it is today. That's a pretty interesting show, and both of those will have a season 2 come out. I don't know when, especially with the filming and stuff going on right now, but those are two good ones, Love is Blind and The Circle. So for more mythical fantasy kind of vampires, werewolves, that kind of stuff, that is what I'm into, and I love that stuff. So if you haven't seen Vampire Diaries, that is definitely one to first check out, is Vampire Diaries. I love me some Vampire Diaries. And the next kind of series that kind of mixes with it, Vampire Diaries came out first, then you get their originals, which starts off going back before Vampire Diaries, how the Vampire Diaries became, if you know what I mean. So then it's the originals, but then they mix the two in like certain seasons, so that kind of gets confusing if you're watching like the Vampire Diaries and originals. But I would first watch Vampire Diaries, then originals, because then you can connect the two dots, if you know what I'm saying. So that's really good. And then from after the originals, you get the legacies, which is their kids. So that is so good as well. So definitely like vampire, werewolf, witches kind of feel, if you like that kind of stuff, check those out. But I would definitely do in the order of Vampire Diaries, then the originals, then the legacies. And the legacies is still having new episodes come out on, I don't know what channel. I think maybe it's like, it used to be ABC Family, but I don't think it's called ABC Family anymore. From like what it's called. I just watch it on Hulu, so check that out if you haven't and love werewolves and vampires and witches, things like that. That is what I'm into. Another kind of comedy show that I like is New Girl, and that has a Zooey Deschanel, Jake Johnson in it, and it's just a fun kind of quirky comedy TV show that used to be out. I don't think they're filming anymore or anything like that, so that is a good like show to kind of just stream, get out of the mood, the seriousness, the craziness going on in the world, and just have a good laugh. That is a good one. Another fantasy kind of show is Once Upon a Time. If you haven't heard this, they don't make any more of them, but it is basically this boy who finds a storybook and finds his mom and then takes her to this land that is basically all the storybook characters who don't know that they're storybook characters, without telling more about the show. Really good. Check it out if you like Snow White kind of stuff, princess, pirates, that kind of stuff, mermaids, all that kind of stuff. It's my jam. So check that out if you haven't. There's 7 seasons available of that. Oh yeah, there's 7 seasons of New Girl, and then like originals is 5 seasons. So check this out. Another like quirky kind of show similar to New Girl is the Young and Hungry, which Freeform is that channel, by the way. I just found it. But that is a good show as well. It has Emily Osment in it, and I love pretty much everything she does. But basically she is a cook, and she falls in love with her millionaire guy who kind of hires her as his home cook. So it's really funny. It's like one of those like New Girl kind of feels where you just kind of want to laugh, get out of reality, that kind of stuff. So check that one out. Another, like this is like made for Netflix, is Fuller House. You can find Full House episodes on Hulu if you're interested, but Fuller House is like DJ, Stephanie, all that kind of grown up with their kids. So check those out as well. They have new seasons coming out all the time. I think their last season came out around Christmas time, and they have about 5 seasons now. So if you are like a 90s girl like I am, Fuller House is definitely pulling on your heartstrings right now, especially since now we're getting kids and we all have kids. So like it's definitely our time period, and then we grew up with them and now we're like parents like them. So pretty good show. Another kind of quirky fun show is Glee. I just rediscovered it again on Netflix. I didn't want to watch Tiger King at that time. I wanted something lighthearted, and Glee did it for me. I love to sing. I still sing along with all the songs. I used to like go to my friend Michelle's dorm room when it came out. When this TV show came out, I was in college, and I would go to her dorm room and we would just watch every episode like that week. Well, we'd go and watch the episodes and stuff live. I know, crazy. And so good. I love dancing, singing, things like that. So Glee is definitely one to check out. It is a high school musical-ish kind of TV show where the performers and they are trying to compete in a cappella competitions, but I mean they sing throughout the whole day kind of thing. So it's one of those shows. So if you don't like musicals and singing, dancing, don't check that one out, but if you do like me, check it out. Another bakery kind of show, I love Sugar Rush. This is a nice competition-esque bakery show where they have like a cupcake, a confection, and then a cake competition, and they have like different timers and stuff. If they stop the timer, like it helps your time for the next competition, things like that. So I don't know, I just like all the different competitions, and I like when they're like legit bakers where they like build and make legit stuff instead of like stuff I can make, you know. I'm not like an expert baker. I'm not a like home baker. I mean, I guess I'm a home baker, but I can make some good things, you know, but these things are like amazing looking. Like I don't think I could even do it without like a whole lot of practice, and they're doing so good. So check that out, but not if you want to like stop yourself from eating, because yeah, makes you want to eat some more. Okay, some more witchy fantasy kind of stuff. The Witcher. There's only one season out currently, but this actually was from a video game that my husband watched. But this was a good like man show to watch with your boo, and it's like fighting, Lord of the Ring-esque. I don't know really how to explain it. It's pretty good. Check it out if you and your hubby need something. The Witcher was really good. And season 2 is coming. Another one which kind of is like a little messed up, still does new episodes, is The Magicians. It's kind of like a college of people who Harry Potter feel in the beginning, and then they find this land that's mythical, and it kind of gets a little twisted. So if you like storybook stuff that gets a little twisted, check out Magicians. But I will warn you, the first season is a little twisted, then it gets better the other seasons. But there's some interesting things that happen in season 1, but The Magicians is so good. We still watch it live. Love it. There are 4 seasons on Netflix. I believe season 5 is currently taping, and we're up to date so far. Some other kind of made for Netflix TV shows are Working Moms. I will say, when the show came out, I think there are 3 seasons now of Working Moms. The first season was so good. I liked it, but then it started going downhill, and I don't know if I ever recovered from it. So check out season 1 if you haven't. You'll start connecting with the characters. I think this is an Australian film, like not film, but like an Australian based TV show. A lot of this stuff is very relevant to me and my mom, friends, and stuff like that. So I find it kind of funny, but it kind of almost too serious in some aspects where it's not really funny anymore, if you know what I mean. But I do enjoy it, so check it out if you are interested in that kind of stuff. Next thing is Sabrina, or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. There are 3 parts, aka 3 seasons. Me and my husband loved it. My whole family loved it. Really good. Again, it's one of those kind of things. We grew up with Sabrina the Teenage Witch as children, and then this one is just a different take, a darker take of it. A lot of the stuff I watch apparently is darker takes of storybook characters, stuff like that, so I guess that's what I'm into. But check out Sabrina. Then I have, oh, this one's so good. This one's so good. If you have not seen Heart of Dixie, such a sweet show. It has 4 seasons in it. It's a girl who goes to kind of a small town. So sweet. Kind of has a Gilmore Girls feel, but I wasn't really a big fan of Gilmore Girls. I know, don't give me any hate. But I really liked Heart of Dixie. It's just so lighthearted and sweet, and I don't know. That's going to be a rewatcher for me for sure. Then another kind of mythical creature kind of thing is Haven. Haven has 5 seasons on Netflix. It is an FBI agent, and she comes to this land called Haven in Maine, and she has like different cases that are like different creatures and mythical things that happen in this town. So it's really good. It's really good. There's like, you find out more and more stuff about the town going through all the different episodes. There's a lot of connections. Check out Haven if you like that kind of stuff. And then last 2 ones are mythical as well. We have The Walking Dead. I am not up to date. I'm only up to date with what's on Netflix, so 9 seasons. So it will definitely give you a lot of watch screen time if you haven't gotten to it. But Walking Dead, you guys all know, is kind of like zombies and a zombie apocalypse from a Contagion. That hits home too hard right now, right guys? But really good. I like it. I'm not up to date with it, like I said, and towards the end of season, like when it gets to season 8 and 9, I kind of started like not getting as interested, but the first couple of seasons of The Walking Dead are so good, so check those out. And then we have Bitten, which is a werewolf TV show with the girl as the star. She's the female werewolf, must choose between her new human existence and former life as a pack of werewolves. So that is everything that I recommend you guys check out on Netflix TV series edition, or whatever you want to call it, that I enjoy watching, and you guys may enjoy watching as well if you like the same kind of similar content as I do. So let me know if you have any recommendations for me to watch on Netflix down below. I'd love to know, and be sure to subscribe. I'll talk to you in my next one.